I love you.
What?
You're a piece of work.
Oh. You're filming right now?
Yep.
Okay. So we are working on e-collar heel, bless you, with Max, and I'm using a slip lead. Sometimes I'll use a prong collar with the e-collar combo just because it might be a little extra helpful. But I'm going to try with just a slip lead because really I want him to feel the e-collar more than anything. But if you're using the prong collar and an e-collar combo, that's great. I do that all the time. So. We've also got Nancy Bean. Ordered Nancy Bean. Alright, so we're going to try to stick to the shade, but I'm starting a little above his working level. So in the house, we found the working level. It's about a 6 or 7, I think. 7. So I'm going to go to 8 or 9, and all I'm going to start doing is tap, 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 tap to get him to where I want him to be. So if you think about e-collar heel as a way to, oh, my allergies are so bad. I lost my train of thought. You're molding the leash. So think about you're molding the leash where you want him to be. So you're going to use some movement. Remember, the e-collar is non-directional. So you'll see me using some leash guidance when I'm tapping on the e-collar. So you could do a couple of things. You can either give continuous pressure at a lower level. So I'll show you what that looks like. So can you see the red? And also then pan to him because, you know, combo. So I'm gonna give continuous pressure and guide him to where I want him to be. Good. As soon as I say good, the finger comes off the button. I'm not adding heel yet, the command, because he doesn't really know what it is. We're just teaching what this means on the walk. So I'm just molding the walk into what I want it to be. The next thing is you can do a tap, 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 tap. I actually learned this from my friend Kate at K9 training. And it's great for dogs who are a little bit more sensitive. Also, we're just trying all the things. So you can either do continuous or tap, tap, tap. So same thing. When I say good, I'm gonna stop tapping. Good. So notice that I'm using my body, I'm using movement. I'm not just you can just walk straight and do it, but what I've found is going to the side. It just makes it much more clear to your dog what the position is. If I were to just I used to do it like this where you're just walking straight. You can also do that, but so I'm at 9 and I'm just tap, tap, tapping. Good. Good. So you can walk to the side. You can also do good. Remember, you're molding the walk. Yeah, you're molding the walk. And it takes some time. He's definitely distracted, so I'm going to go up from 9 to 11. Good. Good. So again, just tap, 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 tapping until he gets to where I want him to be. Good. And with the numbers on the e-collar, you'll start to see what means enough to your dog. You're not trying to go up to correction level necessarily. All dogs are so different, but with him right now, I'm just trying to create a new language on the walk. So I went up from 9 to 11. You can be really sensitive with this. Good. And then after this session, probably the next session, I'll start adding in the heel command. Good. So he's starting to get a bit more in tune with me. So because what you'll start to see when you work with a dog like Nancy does, she'll slow down when you slow down. tap, tap, tap. Good. Good. So he's actually, I can tell when I'm moving, he's a bit more in tune with me, which is nice. This stuff takes time, so go easy on yourself when you start working with your dog. Good. He's still at 11 out of 100. I'm gonna go 12. Good. And those moments when he's like distracted by something is a really great moment to do this, because you're showing him distraction is good during this time because you want him to be distracted. Yep. Something else you can do is using turns to your advantage. So I was moving a lot to the side, but I'll also use turns. Good. So same thing, as soon as I start turning, I start tapping until he gets to where I want him to be. What else? Okay. So, is it looking here? Oh. No! So, top tips for when you first start with e-collar heel. Make sure your e-collar is on. That's always something to just check in with in the beginning. Then start a couple levels above your working level. It could be 2, it could be 5, depending on your dog. Your levels will change. Just pay attention to your dog and what means enough to your dog to just get a bit more in tune with you during the walk. And then the next one, and really the most important when you're doing this, is use your body. The walk is not just a straight line. Use your body to get your dog in tune with you and kind of catch him off guard. And just remember, you're like, is that a good way to describe it? You're molding the walk. So I'm like molding it so that he knows where I turn, he turns, and we're just starting something new. A new language on the walk. So hope that's helpful. Is that good?
Yeah.